Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the differences between Fernbus Simulator and Tourist Bus Simulator. I've been seeing quite a bit of people asking what's the difference and which one should I get. Should I get Fernbus? Should I get Tourist Bus? And what I'm going to try to do in this video, guys, I'm going to try to break down the features of each game as quickly as possible. I'm going to try to break down some of the issues that each game has as quickly as possible, and then at the end of the video I will give you guys my honest opinion of both games. And you know, I will never ever on this channel tell anybody to go out and buy a game. I would prefer you guys just take a look and see what the game has to offer. Just kind of listen to what I say about it and make a decision on your own. But I will give just my opinion about it, and I hope you find this video helpful. So yeah, guys, let's hop right in, and we're gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. All right, guys. So let me first start off by saying that both Tourist Bus Simulator and Fernbus Simulator are both developed by the same company, TML Studios. They're published by Aerosoft. So basically, you got the same devs. They're making both games, okay? So let's hop into Tourist Bus Simulator to start. Tourist Bus Simulator is a very different game than Fernbus Simulator, even though it's made by the same devs. Tourist Bus Simulator focuses more on a career mode than Fernbus Simulator does. So what do I mean by that? Well, in Tourist Bus Simulator, you take control of your own company on Fuerteventura, which, by the way, guys, this is a real place. This is a real island in the Canary Islands, so that's very cool. The map is a lot smaller than what we have in Fernbus Simulator, but I will say this, that the routes that you go on and the stops, trust me, it doesn't feel it. Like, you'll still get on routes that will take you a good hour or more to complete on this map. The map is a lot more challenging, I would say, than Fernbus Simulator. The roads on this map are just windy as hell, as you can see. Roundabouts everywhere. There's several serpentine roads on this map, whereas in Fernbus Simulator, I think there's really only some serpentine roads in Switzerland, and that's about it. But that makes sense because that's what's in real life. So this game is much more challenging driving experience. If you're on controller with Tourist Bus Simulator, I want to say you're going to have a lot better experience than if you have a wheel. Okay, the wheel is very unresponsive in this game. You have to turn the wheel a lot more to get the bus to turn in this game. So I would definitely say if you have a wheel and you're looking to use the wheel for this game, you're probably not going to enjoy it at all. Controller, this game, it works beautiful. The controller works very nice. The gameplay that I'm showing you right now is me on controller. So let's go back into the career mode of this game. The career mode of this game, it consists of buying buses. You can buy new or used buses. You can hire other bus drivers and buy buses for them to drive on. Unfortunately, you don't ever see their buses on the road. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You can hire mechanics that will keep your buses in tip-top condition. You can hire tour guides, because later on in the game you'll unlock that, where you can actually create these routes that include sightseeing trips, and you can put in a bid to various hotels on the island, and they can either accept or deny your bid. And yeah, if you have it, then you have a job that you do for those, and you bring their guests to the various local attractions. So it's pretty cool. You have to take care of the bus, you have to wash the bus, you have to make sure the bus stays running. You have to do routine maintenance like oil changes. You have to make sure the brakes are good, the tires are good. You can stock your bus full of snacks and drinks for the sightseeing trips, I believe that's for. My gosh, you can buy houses for yourself to live in. You have to find properties for your staff to live in, because sometimes you'll hire bus drivers and they'll want to live closer. They'll want you to put them up in housing, so you'll have to do that. It's really in depth. You have to get Wi-Fi data, because to have Wi-Fi on the buses, you have to have a data plan. You can buy insurance for employees, insurance for the buses. It's a very in-depth career mode. I would say the most in-depth career mode for a bus simulator. You know, it's completely different than the career mode for Bus Simulator 21. and the career mode in Fernbus is kind of non-existent. But we'll discuss that when we get to the Fernbus portion of the game. Now, guys, here's the thing: I cannot say anything about the bugs and glitches on Tourist Bus Simulator because I haven't experienced the major game-breaking ones that other people have experienced. So I cannot give my opinion on that. I know that a lot of people have reported that there's some kind of like save glitch where the game, you play the game for so long and then it just won't save your game anymore. There's issues with passengers. There's, I don't know, there's tons of issues with this game that have been reported. I haven't experienced those. I've experienced minor glitches. I think I've had the game only crash on me once, which is pretty impressive considering. A lot of like graphical bugs is what I get. A lot of things like all of a sudden there's like a tree growing out of the road. No hitbox on it or anything like that, but it's very immersive breaking. And I found that the performance of it, especially with the graphics, it's hit or miss. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes I can play the game and not have an issue, and then other times I play the game and parts of the road don't render in fast enough and stuff like that. I will say, however, that this game is supposed to get a huge update later in this year. It's supposed to get an update to the Unreal Engine 5. So hopefully we can look forward to that. Hopefully that happens. I will say that with this game, like I said, it's a lot more challenging because the roads are so windy and twisty. The AI, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have not played a driving simulator yet where the AI is great. I would say Bus Simulator 21, the AI is better, but it's still not perfect. So the AI is the AI. The AI will do some weird things. Sometimes you'll play the game and the AI, it seems intelligent and it's running perfect, and other times you'll play the game and you run into AI that is just horrible and you're just like, what the hell are you doing? So that is a very quick rundown of Tourist Bus Simulator. Now let's take a look at Fernbus Simulator. So now we are in Fernbus Simulator, and Fernbus Simulator is a completely different type of game than Tourist Bus Simulator. I know that sounds weird because it's still a bus simulator, and I understand that. But, for example, this has a career mode, although I don't know. I think they named it a career mode because they had maybe a lack of better term for it. So there's career mode and free play. Now, when you're in free play mode, you can't pick up any passengers. Your sat-nav doesn't work. And oh my god, that just reminds me of something. I've seen someone message me and said that the sat-nav doesn't work. And you know what? I'll bet they're in free play mode, because in free play mode, you cannot select a destination. It is literally free play. You are just driving your bus to wherever you want. The sat-nav doesn't work. You don't have to pick up passengers, anything like that. So in the career mode in this game, basically, you're a driver for Flixbus. So I guess the weird thing about that is you have to create your own route. Personally, that doesn't bother me. However, there is a bug in the game right now, okay? Because when you unlock level 4, you're supposed to get the original Flixbus routes, and these are supposed to be predetermined routes in the game that you can select, that you can drive, okay? It's not working right now. It will be working with the next patch, and I have good news about that. The next patch is already off to Sony and Microsoft. It's in their hands, so as long as they okay it, we should see that patch hopefully this week, depending on when you're watching this video. But yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing that sometime this week. Maybe by the time you watch this, maybe the patch is already out. So yeah, the premise of this game is that when you start it, you pick your starting city, right? You can pick a starting city anywhere on the map, and then you get like a little white circle that pops up, and that tells you like your home area. And as you level up, as you get more experience points, that'll grow. That area will grow until you reach level 4, and then the whole map becomes unlocked. So basically with this game, you decide what route you want. You can pick whatever route you want. You know, you can plan your own trip, and you go and you pick up your passengers. And with this game, you have to check the passengers in. That is a feature on Tourist Bus Simulator as well, but I believe it's only for the shuttle services. And that's one of the things in Tourist Bus that's a little wonky. But in this game, it works absolutely perfectly. And as you can see, this game, I feel, I feel it looks better now. In the beginning, I was thinking Tourist Bus Simulator looked better, but no, this game definitely looks better. This game is running on Unreal Engine 5 already. We're not going to get into that. If you guys really want to have a conversation about Unreal Engine 5, I do have a video where I discuss how that works and all that this is a port. But this game offers a huge map, like just an insanely huge map. The biggest map of any driving simulator on console. I stress that because Microsoft Flight Simulator on Xbox has the whole world, right? But other than that, this is the biggest map. This has over 100 cities and over 50,000 kilometers of drivable road. And the map is seamless. Like, you can literally drive from one corner to the other corner, the complete other side of the map, without ever seeing a load screen. It's just one continuous thing. Absolutely beautiful. This game, I would say that if you do have a wheel, the wheel is much better in this game. The wheel is much more responsive. Sadly, there's no force feedback. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have no idea if we'll ever see force feedback in this game. The developers are pretty, what do I want to say? They're pretty tight-lipped about these things. I mean, and they're very vague. Like, they say that they're looking to get the tools into it, but honestly, I don't feel good about it. I don't really feel like they're going to bother that much. But at least with this game, the wheel is definitely usable. The wheel is much more responsive. It's still not perfect. So the wheel doesn't match the wheel on the screen 100%, unfortunately, but it works a hell of a lot better than it does on Tourist Bus Simulator. This game, I only use my wheel. I've actually tried to use the controller on this game, and for the most part, it works the same as Tourist Bus Simulator. It's just I prefer to use the wheel. You know, and once you get used to using the wheel, it's kind of difficult to go back to the controller. So in this game, you get 7 buses. You don't have to buy buses. You don't have to buy anything. You can refuel. You don't have to buy your fuel in the game because there's no economy system in this game, unfortunately. But again, for me, it does bother me because this game is all about the driving, and I'm fine with that because honestly, guys, we don't have a game like this on console. This is it. This is a one of a kind. You know, until we get a proper trucking sim, you know, and I'm talking about ATS or ETS2, possibly Truck World Australia. That looks like the most similar to an SCS title to me. You know what I mean? Until we get a game like that, I feel that this is probably the best driving simulator that we have on console. So with that being said, I think all that's left that I can really do is give my opinions about each game and tell you guys what I think. So let's go back to Tourist Bus Simulator, and I'll tell you what I think about that one, and then I'll tell you what I think about Fernbus. Okay guys, so in this portion of the video, I am going to give you guys my honest opinion of both games. The first thing I want to start out by saying is that both games, for me, the biggest disappointment is the wheel support and the lack of being able to map buttons. Some of the buttons that are mapped, to me, don't make sense. For instance, the triangle. The triangle puts you in that menu where you can adjust your FOV and the seat position, and you can turn on the mirrors and all that. Personally, I would be completely happy if that was hidden in the menu screen. Put that in the pause menu, right? I don't feel that that needs to be assigned to a button. Put that in the pause menu. Free up that button for something else. Free up that button for cruise control, retarder, lights, windshield wipers, something like that. So they have talked about they want to map the D-pad. So they want to put like cruise control on the D-pad. This is for Fernbus Simulator, by the way. Hopefully, if they do that with Fernbus, when this game gets updated, they'll do that with this game too, because both games need that desperately. The fact that we can't map buttons and we're just confined to that cross menu, it very much takes you out of the game. It takes you out of the immersive experience that I feel a simulator should have. So, I got that out of the way. That's the issue between both games. let's talk about what I like about Tourist Bus Simulator. I really liked career mode in this game. I think it's really innovative. It's something that we haven't seen on a game like this. And not just that, I feel that nobody really talks about all the things you could do in this game. I mean, other than driving the bus and doing bus routes, there's so many things to explore, so many things to discover, just so many things you could do in this game that I think are really overlooked and maybe overshadowed by the bugs. With that being said, guys, because I do know that a lot of people have really bad game-breaking bugs with this game, unfortunately, I can't in good faith recommend anybody buying this game. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoy the game. I think it's a fantastic game. I'm enjoying it. But I'm not experiencing those really bad bugs and glitches like other people are having. I'm not having the corrupt saves. I'm not having the game, not save on me and stuff like that. I do have issues with the routes. Sometimes the sat-nav doesn't work. Sometimes when you hit your calendar and press to the next day, it puts you on a route that you didn't even have. Okay, so that's weird, but to me, it's not game-breaking. But like I said, the fact that there are bugs in this game that people are having that's making the game unplayable, I can't recommend it because, if you guys get that version of the game that's that bad, I don't want to be responsible for it. So because of that, I can't recommend the game. But keep an eye on this channel because if and when this game gets updated, I will be covering that. I will let you guys know exactly what's in the update, exactly what they did, if the game's better, and hopefully after the update, I can change my mind and I can, in good faith, recommend this game. Okay, so that brings us to Fernbus Simulator, and honestly, guys, this game I will recommend. I will give this my recommendation because all the posts I've seen, all the bugs that I've seen are the same. Everybody is reporting the same exact bugs and glitches. I haven't really seen anybody posting any different ones since the launch of the game, and those bugs and glitches should be fixed with the first patch. And even the glitches that are possibly game-breaking, they're really not, because there's workarounds. There's workarounds for every single one of them. Overall, this game is a really good experience. I've been having a really good experience with it. And, I would say unless you're super, super nitpicky about things, then maybe you won't enjoy it. But overall, guys, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's a very enjoyable game. It seems like a lot of people in the community are enjoying the game as well. I'm seeing a lot more people, enjoying the game than saying not. And what's really fun to see is so many people kind of laughing off some of the bugs and stuff, just, kind of getting a kick out of it, and I think it's because that they know it's going to be fixed. The patch is off to Sony and Microsoft, so as long as they pass it, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have the patch out this week, next week at the latest, possibly. The wheel, I would say, is really enjoyable with this game. Yes, wheel support is needed. Better wheel support is needed. Force feedback is needed. Mappable buttons still, I'm going to keep saying that it's needed. I honestly, I'm not confident that we'll ever see that in the game, but it is something that the game really needs. But overall, very enjoyable. The game is highly detailed. The map is huge. I feel like if you knew what Tourist Bus Simulator was like at launch, and then seen this game, my God, what a difference. What a difference. I mean, this game is 90% in better condition than Tourist Bus Simulator was when it launched. So I have no problem at all recommending this game to you guys if you want a solid driving simulator or like a bus driving game. And as we're on that topic, let me just say, Fernbus Simulator, Tourist Bus Simulator, Bus Simulator 21, all three of those titles have a place in my library. I enjoy all three games. Yes, I did say I can't recommend Tourist Bus Simulator for the obvious reasons. I enjoy the game. My version of the game, you know, I haven't had any issues with, and I really enjoy the game. So I feel like all three of those games, you know, belong in my library of games. And Bus Simulator 21 is going to get a huge update in May. They're going to get a huge update to the current gen, and get a map expansion and stuff like that. This game is going to get continued support. We're going to get new buses, new map expansions. I think someone said, I heard Poland and Spain were confirmed. I haven't seen that anywhere, so take that with a grain of salt. But overall, this game is such a good experience that, yeah, I would absolutely recommend this game. But again, guys, you know what? I'm not here to tell you guys what to do. I want you guys to watch the videos. I want you guys to see the game for yourself and make a decision for yourself. I'm just trying to give you guys information on the games. I'm trying to tell you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. I'm going to leave the links, like I said, to my playlist below for Tourist Bus and Fernbus. You guys can watch those videos, and again, you can see for yourself and maybe, hopefully, make up your mind as to which game you want. I also have a Bus Simulator 21 playlist as well. Maybe we'll link that as well. You guys can check out that game, and yeah, you guys can decide for yourself. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you next time, guys.